Hi YouTube. So I'm basically gonna do a super personal video here. Just got back home from school. As you guys know, I am in college, and if you have seen the Virgo, Libra, or Scorpio videos, well, basically the 4 signs or 3 signs that I have already uploaded, you guys would see in the comments that I said that I'm moving towards the end of the month, and I still am, of course. And so, as you guys can imagine, I am just overwhelmed and trying to stay positive, trying to juggle everything like I'm sure all of you guys are in your own personal lives. But I just wanted to make basically a very informal, formal video talking about what happened in Parkland. If you guys did not know, I do live on the East Coast. And not too long ago, unfortunately, guys, I did do a video talking about what happened in Las Vegas. And not too far away, as I live on the East Coast, as you guys know, we have seen another tragedy in Florida, more specifically. And I actually, in my class earlier, guys, I had a I was actually a part of a very heated discussion. Some people were talking about how their parents have, armed weapons to protect themselves in their house. Others were talking about how they're totally, anti-gun, anti-war, all that stuff. And, this is not a political channel. This is not a pop culture channel. Maybe in the future I'll try to do a pop culture channel. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of things in store for you guys. But long story short, as I said last year, I've had many intuitive kind of messages. One was pertaining actually to New York and Las Vegas. Of course, it didn't tell me exactly what was going to happen, but if you watch that Las Vegas video, guys, I believe I have a Periscope link that I actually did put in that video that I actually said about from a year and a half ago, saying to pray for New York, pray for Las Vegas. And as you guys probably don't know, I don't consider myself a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I'm intuitive. That's why I have the ability to do what I do for you guys. And some people have more of it than others. Some people have different gifts and whatever you want to call it than others. And so it's about how you use what you have to get you from A to Z. So long story short, for those that are, Florida viewers, East Coast, America, wherever you are in the world, I don't know if somebody watching my videos has a friend that died or know somebody in Florida who lives nearby. I don't know, but I do know this world can be a big world, but can also be quite small. A lot of people that you would never think would watch your channel. For example, when I had the Las Vegas basically massacre happened, and that was just heartbreaking. I was crying on that video. I'm sure it's still up. Hopefully it's still up. I did delete some videos because my video count was way too big in my opinion, but when I made that video, I did cry a lot, and it still makes me very emotional. And these things we cannot get used to, especially if you live in America like myself. These are things that we cannot get used to. And so I don't really care who possibly dislikes or likes this video. I don't really care who possibly can say, oh, you're this, you're that. I could care less. I'm very aware that people believe in having all types of weapons. Some people believe in taking all types of drugs and all types of alcohols. And me personally, I don't smoke, I don't drink. Not gonna get personal, but I don't do stuff like that. I try to take care of myself to the best of my ability. And so, this video is not to say pro gun, no gun control. This video is not for that. This video is to say for those that have been affected, for those that live in America, my condolences. That's what this video is about. And I did not want to, anytime a massacre, anytime a tragedy happens, I always speak on it on my channel because I can do that. And, in this situation, I've chose to talk about it because I'm taking time out of my day that I don't even have to say, if anybody's watching, my heart's with you, and I'm sorry to hear. And every time this happens, we can only hope that this gets better, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's gonna get better for now. Of course, I am a very positive prone person when it comes to worldviews and stuff like that. I can be pretty of a realist person, but in general, I try to be as positive as I can. And that's why I do believe in spirituality. That's why I do incorporate meditation and certain practices to balance myself, because just like you guys, I understand that life is busy, life is crazy. And, you know, some people have gone through some horrific things. People have gone through car crashes. People have gone through and survived terrorism, you know, domestic terrorism. People have gone through divorces and abortions and miscarriages. And, you know, sometimes the cards will reflect, you know, certain tragedies that are just people go through in their everyday life. And, you know, me as a reader, and I'm sure other readers, sometimes we connect to it, we talk about it. And, you know, I remember last year there was a couple videos I did for, I'm not going to say which sign, but, you know, I would get certain messages, and sometimes I choose to keep it to myself. Sometimes if I feel like it's urgent, I will tell you guys. And so the list goes on. So basically, you know, I have gotten questions out of the blue about, is the world ending, and do you see this and do you see that? And I'm sure a lot of readers like myself see a lot of things, but I'm not trying to implant fear in anybody. I don't want you guys to be fearful. But what I did say a year and a half ago is to pray for New York and pray for Las Vegas. And whether you're religious or not, like myself, you know, you do what you gotta do. You send love, you send positive energy, and you carry on with your day like everybody else. And so unfortunately, you know, I was thinking to myself, I actually said in my class discussion today, not to make this video long because I want to get to the readings, and I'm trying to get to these readings here, and emails. If you guys want a private reading from me, email me. You know, I will be on that as soon as I'm able to finish packing and actually get settled in. I will be back on the ball. Right now, it's not a break I'm taking, because you know, you never know. But I cannot do personal right now because my room and everything is just a mess. With all the boxes and stuff like that, as you guys can imagine, if you've moved before and you know the experience, you know the feeling, you know all the stuff that goes with it. It's very, very frustrating. But long story short, you know, what I was saying to my classmates and people that I happen to have this conversation with, and you guys, you know, probably in the comments, maybe you guys will talk, maybe you won't. I may even disable the comments. I don't know yet, because this video is not for that. But long story short, you know, I was saying to myself, like, you know, should parents now put vests and bulletproof backpacks on their kids? And I'm sure that my viewers that are watching from Europe are probably like, what the hell's going on? Like, how can you live in a society like that? And, you know, honestly, I personally can't. You know, I'm British. I'm a dual citizen. I'm a British citizen by birth, and I'm, you know, a naturalized citizen by, you know, taking the oath and reading my books and taking the test, and I am an American citizen as well. And so personally for me, you know, this bothers me. I don't like the idea of you know, people needing to have a gun. Why would you want to have a weapon? I mean, we're not in the military. I mean, it's just a crazy thought. And so, you know, today I was telling people, you know, if you have kids in America, it's like you have to protect your kid and tell your kid what you need to tell your kid. You know, don't wait for the president, don't wait for somebody in Congress, don't wait for your neighbor, don't wait for anybody to tell your kids and implant the knowledge in your kids that you want your kids to know. If you don't want your kids to drink and do alcohol and do drugs, then tell them that. If you don't want your kids to, you know, go into gangs or not get a job, tell them that. You know, like, parents have to do their own thing with their kids. And so, you know, my solutions as a 22-year-old who lives in America, from my perspective, I'm just like, you know, put protection on your kids. Send your kids to school with something to protect themselves with. If they can't do that, then hey, homeschooling is an option. And, you know, I'm just going to get very real in this video because I do know that there's a lot of viewers that are from Florida, that are from America, that are on the East Coast that watch me. And so, you know, just heart to heart, if you don't follow me on Periscope or Twitter, I do want to talk about this because it's happening too much now, you know. And for people that are out here that are like the psychic twins, and other psychic people like that. I don't consider myself psychic, but I know I have the ability, but I don't consider myself a psychic. The farthest I'll go is say I'm a reader because that's what I am. One of the many hats that I have. And so, you know, I'm sure people like that will say and warn people, but the thing is, not everybody gets warned. Not everybody has that gift. Not everybody knows and can sense things. Like, for example, I was in Las Vegas last year in January, okay? Like, I don't know the month of when that massacre happened in Las Vegas at that concert, but I was there in January. My mom's birthday was in January, and I went there to celebrate with her, and it was awesome. I love Las Vegas. One of my favorite cities and states ever, Nevada, Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I swear, if I could afford it one day, I would totally have a vacation house there, because people that know me know that I love the West Coast. I love mountains. I love scenery like that. I love mountains. I love hills. I like the weather. You know, who knows, one day maybe I may move to the West Coast. I don't know. But, you know, for now, my point is that, you know, I walked past that same hotel that shooter was in. And I remember saying to myself, Mom, that hotel seems so strange. The energy around that hotel was so eerie. And it wasn't just months later that this massacre happened. And then when I woke up, I was bawling. I was devastated, and I'm still devastated that people have lost their kids, their husbands, their wives, their grandparents. Just this is unthinkable. And in America in particular, this has to stop. And that's why, you know, I am going to leave a suicide number below. I am going to put links to mental health below, because in America we don't really talk about this. You know, people talk about it, but obviously not enough, right? Obviously not enough. This kid had a poor background. You know, he had problems, and we all have problems, but that does not give anybody permission to hurt somebody. And so I saw a couple readers last week talking about how, I believe it was for the sign of Scorpio or Libra, talking about how some people are like obsessive. And, you know, really and truly, guys, you know, if there's warning signs that readers like myself are giving you guys, please do not laugh it off. You know, if you are, especially if you are relating so closely to a reading, you know, like I say, email me, email another reader, you know, like seek help, do what you got to do, because some people unfortunately are sick. Some people unfortunately are evil and have evil intentions. And, you know, that's why you have to just do what's best for you. So you guys, thank you for watching this video. I want to end this video saying, always follow your intuition, always follow your gut, meditate if you can. Try to live the healthiest and purest life you can. You know, do what you know is right, not what's wrong, okay? You know, especially when it comes to love matters of the heart. Some people out here really are messed up. Like that guy thinks that he had somebody rejected him, and now look what happened in Parkland. Like, I think they said that something was related to a girl. And a lot of the times it is, you know, a love gone wrong. So that's why, you know, especially guys, I want to put this out here in personal readings. If you're going to email me about things that are extremely, extremely touchy, you know, energetically, I'll try my best. But if it's like very personal about a death or about legal matters, I normally will refund you your money, because I'm not going to get into that. You know, I like my own life. I protect myself as well. So just to put this out there for personal readings, if you're asking me to contact with the dead or whatever like that, I'm not a medium, I'm not a psychic, so I cannot help you there, okay? Read the legal, before you message me, email me, whatever, read the legal terms and make sure that you really want the reading, because giving refunds and all this stuff is very, very complicated, guys. So please take care of yourselves and do what's right, okay? Do what's right, live for today, work hard, work happy, and work joyous. Take care, guys. Bye. See you on your readings for next week and this month and the following month, which is March. Take care, guys. Bye.